Okay. Good afternoon to one and all. Today we are discussing about backtracking. It is backtracking. In backtracking, to find the solution. It is to find the solution to any problem. It is to find the solution to the any problem. We are using backtracking. Okay. In backtracking, there are four problems. The first one is eight queen problem. Second one is sum of subset problem. Next one is graph coloring problem. Next one is Hamiltonian cycle problem. So for four problems, that is for four problems, we are representing solution by a tuple, that is a tuple of n numbers, that is for four problems, that is for four problems, that is we are representing the solution, that is represent the solution x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. That is, suppose for eight queen problem, the solution is represented by eight tuple, eight, that is a tuple with eight values x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8. Suppose for some of the subsets, that is some of the subsets, suppose you are taking four values, that is the solution represented by four tuples, that is x1, x2, x3, x4. Next one is graph coloring, that is suppose the graph has four nodes, that is the graph has four nodes, the solution represented by four, a tuple with four values, that is x1, x2, x3, x4. Next one is Hamiltonian cycle. That is, suppose the graph has, that is the graph has five five nodes, that is the graph has five nodes, that is the solution represented by five tuples, that is x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. So in backtracking, it is in backtracking the solution, that is in backtracking the four problems, that is the four problems is solved by using backtracking. Okay, in backtracking the solution represented by tuple, that is the tuple of numbers, that is the tuple of numbers means tuple of values, that is 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, that is a tuple. Suppose the tuple x1, suppose x1 equal to, that is x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 4, x3 equal to 5, it represented by tuple of solutions. So by using backtracking, we are solving four problems. The first one is n queen problem. It is a n queen problem or a 8 queen problem. Suppose in a n queen problem, it is a n queen problem. Suppose the queens, that is the queens are placed in a chessboard. That is the queens are placed in a chessboard. It is a 8 by 8 chessboard or n by n chessboard or 4 by 4 chessboard. In any chessboard, suppose in 8 by 8 chessboard, that is in 8 by 8 chessboard, the eight queens, that is the eight queens are placed, that is the eight queens are uh, placed, and each queen is placed in one square. No two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. That is in eight queen problem, that is in eight queen problem, suppose the queens are placed in chessboard, that is the queens are placed on chessboard. No two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. So in n queen problem, suppose in n by n chessboard, that is n by n chessboard, suppose the n queens are placed, that is the n queens are placed. No two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. So for example, here 4 by 4 chessboard, that is here 4 by 4 chessboard, suppose there are four queens, that is the four queens are placed, that is the four queens are placed. No two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. Suppose here, suppose in first row, second row, third row, and fourth row, it is just where represents the column, it is the column, it is the column value is represented by x1, that is the first column the first row column value is represented by x1, the second row column value is represented by x2, the third row column value is represented by x3, the fourth row column value is represented by x4. It is here, suppose the queens is placed at the first row, second column. The second queen is placed in second row, fourth column. The third queen is placed in third row. It is third row, first column, and fourth queen is placed fourth row, third column. No two queens are in same row, so same column, same diagonal. Suppose the first queen, that is no queen in the same diagonal, same row, same column. Next, second queen placed in fourth column. It is the second row is placed in fourth column, second row, fourth column. Suppose the second queen has there is no two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. Next, third queen, that is third queen. For third queen, same. No two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. Here the solution, that is the solution for this problem is x1 equal to 2. 2 means second column. X2 equal to 4. That is second row, fourth column. X3 equal to 1. Next, X4, that is X4 equal to 3. That is X4 equal to x4 equal to 3 means the fourth row, third column. It is here solution is x1, x2, x3, x4, x1 equal to 2, x2 equal to 4, x3 equal to 1, x4 equal to 1. No two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. Suppose in n queen problem, solution represented by tuple x1, x2, x3. Here x1 equal to 2. 2 means second column. X2 equal to 4. X3 equal to 1, x4 equal to 3. So no two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. There is only one solution. Suppose there is another solution, that is the another solution is exist for 4 by 4 problem, it is and 312, that is 3142 is another solution. There are different solutions, that is more than one solution. There are different solutions. The all the solutions is find, that is all the solutions is find by using backtracking method. By using backtracking method, suppose in n queen problem, no two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. Here the solution represented by a tuple, that is tuple means suppose in for n by n chessboard you are representing n tuples. Suppose for 4 by 4 chessboard, you are represent the solution by 4 tuples, that is x1, x2, x3, x4. Suppose for 8 by 8 chessboard, that is for 8 by 8 chessboard, the solution represented by x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8. So first problem, n queen problem. Next, second one, that is the second one is sum of subsets. That is the sum of the subsets means suppose there are n different two numbers, that is n different positive numbers, n different positive numbers, different positive numbers is called weights. This is called weights. To find the combination of all these numbers whose sum is equal to m. It is suppose there are n numbers. That is there are m numbers. The combination of these numbers is the combination of these numbers whose sum is m is called sum of subset problem. So the combination of these values, that is the combination of these values equal to m. Here m is sum, m is sum. The combination of these numbers whose sum is m is called sum of set problem. To formulate this problem using either fixed size tuples or variable types. That is for some problems. That is for some problems, the solution is represented by fixed tuples. That is fixed tuple means the solution has 4 values. Suppose for fixed size tuples, the solution has 4 values. Suppose the solution has 3 values, the solution has 2 values. In sum of set problems, that is in sum of the set problems, the solution is represented by fixed size tuples or variable size tuples. That is fixed size tuples means the number of tuples, that is the number of values, that is the number of values in the tuple is 4 or 5 is fixed. Suppose the number of values in the tuple is different is 2, 3, 4. So for example, there are 4 different values. That is there are 4 different values 11, 13, 24, 7. It is for example, there are 4 different distinct values. That is in our problems for given n distinction values is called weights. So you are calling weights. 11 is one weight, 13 is one weight, 24 is one weight, 7 is one weight. Suppose m is 31. That is sum of these values. So sum of these values means find the all the combination of these values whose sum is m. So find the combination of these weights. That is find the combination of these weights whose sum equal to 31. So here the sum of any number, that is the sum of any numbers equal to 31. Here suppose 11, 13, 7. That is 11, 13, 7 is sum of 3 numbers. Sum of first number, second number and fourth number is equal to 31. Same sum of third number and fourth number equal to 31. So here my solution is represented by two ways. Two ways, that is first one is fixed tuples, fixed size tuple. Second one is variable size tuple. That is here the solution is represented by variable tuples. That is variable tuples means the solution has for first solution, that is for first solution, the solution has 3 tuples. That is 11, 13, 7. Here 11, 13, 7 is represented by x1 equal to 11. 11 means x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 2, x3 equal to 4. 4 means the position of the weight. That is, here the position of the weight is 4. The solution is 1, 2, 4. What is x1, x2, x3? x1, x2, x3 is represented by 11, 13, 7. Same, another solution is 24, 11. It is x1 equal to 3, x2 equal to 7. So solution is represented by tuples. Here same, the solution represented by tuple, it is tuple x1, x2, x3, x4. Here x1, x2, x3, it is x1, x2, x3, x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 2, and x3 equal to 7 means whose weights are considered in the weight is considered as solution. Whose weights means first weight, second weight, and fourth weight. That is, first weight means x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 2, x2 equal to 2, x3 equal to 4, because we are consider x1 first weight, second weight, and fourth weight in the sum. That is sum equal to 31. That is 11 plus 13 plus 7, 35. Next, the another sum. What is another sum of the subsets? Already we are studying in some subsets in sets. That is sets. Subset means it is so one of the five set is subset, or one is one set, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 3. These are all the subsets. So sum of the subset means sum of the 24 comma 7 equal to 31. It is x1 equal to 3, x2 equal to 4. It is the another solution. So sum of the values equal to 31. It is another problem. It is the sum of the subset problem. So next one, graph coloring. That is, in graph coloring, here the a graph, it is the G is a graph, G is a directed graph. It is G is a directed graph, and M is a positive number. It is N is a any positive number. It is the positive number 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, any positive number. The graph coloring problem is assign a colors to vertex. That is the color, assign a colors to the vertices of undirected graph with restriction that no two adjacent vertices having same color. Suppose you are using M colors, that is, suppose you are using M colors, no two adjacent colors having, no two adjacent nodes having same color. So you are finding the number of colors for given graph G. That is, for given graph G, you are finding no adjacent nodes having same color. So suppose you are M color, so that is, you are using M color. The optimization version calls is colors graphs using minimum number of colors. That is, the optimization means, so you are using minimum number of, that is, to find the minimum number of colors per given problem is called minimum number of coloring. It is optimization. Next, here the decision tree K colors asking whether it is colored by K colors. The depth, that is the depth of what is, if D is the degree of the any graph, it can be colored with D plus 1 colors. Next, M, that is M means the number of colors by called chromatic number. So just you are giving example for graph coloring. That is, the graph coloring means, let's G is a graph. What is G is a graph? No, you are using M colors. That is, M is called chromatic number. Suppose the graph is colored, no two adjacent nodes having same color. Suppose here the graph has 4 colors. We are using 2 colors or 3 colors. Suppose we are using 2 colors. The first node is colored by 1 color. That is, the first node is colored by 1 color. It is 1. The second node is colored by second color. So first node colored by 1, second node colored by 1, and next the third node is colored by first color. Next one, fourth node is colored by second color. That is 1 to 1. So no two adjacent nodes having same color. No two adjacent nodes having same color. Same x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 2, x3 equal to 1, x4 equal to 1. For leftmost tree, that is for leftmost tree, for leftmost tree, leftmost leaf node is one of the solution, because no two colors, that is no two adjacent nodes having same color. The first node colored with 1, the second node colored with 2, the third node is colored with 1, the fourth node is colored with 2. So no two adjacent nodes having same color. We are finding the solution. That is, the solution is also represented by tuple x1, x2, x3, x4. Here x1, x2, x3, x4. The x1, x3, x3, x4 is find by using, that is by using backtracking. Just we are defining only solution. How do you find the solution? You can find by using state space tree. For all these problems, that is for all these problems, we are finding the solution by using backtracking. First you are define the problem. It is define the problem is what is meant by graph coloring. The graph coloring means no two, every node is colored. such that no two adjacent nodes having same color. No two adjacent nodes having same color. So it is a third problem. And next one is fourth problem. It is in fourth problem is Hamiltonian cycle. That is the Hamiltonian cycle means the cycle. Cycle means round trip. It is a round trip. It is round trip means the starting point and ending point is same. So for let G is a graph, E is the wedges, is a connected graph with n vertices. The Hamiltonian cycle is a round trip path along the n edges. That is n edges means n means the number of vertices in the graph. The number of vertices in the graph, number of vertices in the graph. The Hamiltonian cycle is a round trip path. That is Hamiltonian cycle is a round trip path along the n edges. The n edges of G visit each vertex once. That is each vertex is exactly visit once and return to starting position and return to starting position. The Hamiltonian cycle is a round trip path. That is the round trip path means closed loop. That is closed loop means the starting point ending point is same. Here the Hamiltonian cycle means the every vertex is visit exactly once. So Hamiltonian cycle means suppose you are starting at first vertex, every vertex is visit exactly once and ending with the same vertex. That is start, suppose you are starting at first vertex and ending at the same vertex. That is the ending at first vertex. Suppose you are starting at second vertex and ending with second vertex, but each vertex is visit exactly once. That is it is a Hamiltonian cycle. This is called Hamiltonian cycle, and the graph for this Hamiltonian cycle is called Hamiltonian graph. So here fourth one same. Here the solution is represented by x1, x2, x3, x4. Suppose x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8. Suppose the graph has the graph, it is the graph has 8 nodes. The solution is represented by 8 tuples x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, x8. Suppose here your graph is starting at first vertex. Each vertex is visit exactly once. Suppose 1 to 2. Next 2 to 8, 8 to 7, 7 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 1. 3 to 1 means suppose the graph one, that is the graph one has, that is the graph one has Hamiltonian cycle. The graph one has Hamiltonian cycle. The solution represented by x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8. So here Hamiltonian cycle is x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 2, x3 equal to 8, x4 equal to 7, x6, x5 equal to 6, x6 equal to 5, x7 equal to 4, x8 equal to 3. There is no x9, only x8, because the graph has, it is the graph has only 8 cycle. The graph has only 8 vertices. The solution represented by 8 a tuple with 8 values. So for example, the graph 2, it is the graph 2. The graph 2 has no Hamiltonian cycle. It is the graph 2 has no Hamiltonian cycle. Suppose you are starting at first vertex, visit second vertex. Suppose next visit fourth vertex and third vertex, but each fifth vertex is not visited, second vertex is visited 12 times, but the graph 2 has no Hamiltonian cycle. What is meant by Hamiltonian cycle? That is in Hamiltonian cycle, that is in Hamiltonian cycle, in Hamiltonian cycle means no two, sorry, each vertex is visit exactly once with n edges. Suppose the graph has 8 edges, each vertex is visit by 8 edges. So all these four problems, that is all these four problems means either n by n, that is sorry, by n by n chessboard. The n by n chessboard only one main concept: no two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. So here second one, sum of the steps, that is the combination of all these numbers whose sum equal to n. And find the combination, that is the find the combination of all these numbers, that is find the combination of all these numbers whose sum equal to m. Next, so combination of all these, what is the combination of four numbers you are finding sum equal to m. Next, graph coloring, that is the graph coloring means a graph G is undirected graph, that is the graph is colored, that is the graph is colored such that no two adjacent nodes having same color. That is the problem is no two adjacent vertices, sorry, no two adjacent vertices having same color. So no two adjacent vertices having same color means suppose the graph is colored no two adjacent nodes having same color. The solution represented by x1, x2, x3, x4. Next, fourth one is Hamiltonian cycle. Hamiltonian cycle is a round trip path. It is a round trip path. That is, each vertex is visited exactly once and ending with the same vertex. That is, suppose you are starting at first vertex, ending at first vertex. Suppose you are starting at second vertex, you are ending at second vertex. So my first general method. So many problems, that is the many problems means, suppose in four problems, the many problems searching for solution. Many problems is searching for solution, satisfy the some constraints. That is, they can satisfy the some constraints can be solved by using backtracking. Here the four problems, that is the four problems means the every problem is searching for solution. That is, the every problem is searching for solution. Each solution satisfy the some constraints. That is, each solution satisfy the some constraints means, suppose n queen problem, that is the n queen problems here satisfy the constraints means no two queens are in same row, same column, same diagonal. Suppose the second problem is having constraints, that is the combination of these numbers whose sum equal to m. That is, they find the, that is the combination of the numbers, that is the combination of the numbers are the sum of the numbers is equal to m. Here constraints. Suppose third one, graph coloring. That is, the graph coloring means find the number of colors no two adjacent nodes have vertices having same color. This is the constraints for graph coloring. Suppose the constraints for Hamiltonian cycle, that is the constraint for Hamiltonian cycle is the every vertex visit exactly once and return to starting point. So you are finding the solution. That is, suppose the many problems searching for set of solutions. That is, the many problems searching for set of solutions. Uh, Set of solutions means these four problems has more than one solution. That is, more than one solution have only one searching for set of solutions or optimal solution. Satisfy the some constraints. That is, they satisfy the some constraints solved by using backtracking. So in many applications, backtracking method solution is expressed as tuple. It is all these four problems. That is, all these four problems, the solution represented by tuple x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, xn, where x of I is selected from finite set. That is, the x of I is selected from finite set. Suppose x of I is selected from finite set means for 4 by 4 chess problem, you are selecting only x of I is selected from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose for some of the set problems, there are only 4 elements. We are selecting x of I. X1 is either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Same graph coloring 1 or 2 or 3, 4, or Hamiltonian cycle 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, where x of I is selected from finite set S of I. The problems are solved finding one vector that maximize the criteria function P. That is, they maximize the criteria function P. Sometimes all the vertices satisfy the criteria functions. That is, they are sometimes all the vertices satisfy the criteria functions. The many problems solving with backtracking required all the solutions satisfy the complex set of constraints. That is, for all the solutions satisfy the complex set of constraints. That is, all the solutions satisfy the complex set of solutions for many problems. That is, for many problems. That is, for many problems. That is, these constraints. That is, complex set of constraints. These constraints is divided into two categories. That is, these constraints is divided into two categories. For these four problems, that is, for these four problems, the constraints are divided into two types. That is, the constraints are divided into two types based on the problem. That is, based on the problems, based on the 8 queen problem, based on the sum of the subset problem, based on graph coloring problem, based on the Hamiltonian cycle problem. These constraints are divided into two categories. That is, these constraints are divided into two categories. The first category is explicitity constraints. That is, the first one is explicitity constraints. The second one is implicity constraints. So explicitity constraints. The second one is implicity constraints. So tomorrow we'll discuss about these two constraints. That is, the constraints. These constraints. That is, the explicitity constraints for the four problems. Next one, implicity constraints for four problems.